Boop! Hey guys, I am Torchwood Boy and today we are doing a one-take review for Rwby Volume 4. What can I say about Rwby Volume 4? The volume that ended on mainly a happy note, but with foreshadowings of much darker things to come. So first I'll talk about a basic summary. So basically this volume was really about the trip to get to Haven, to Mistral, and it's sort of taken a long time to get us there, an entire volume of it, but it's also nice that we get to see the whole landscape of land. We started off in Vale, we haven't really seen much of the world, but we travelled not only to Vale, we also travelled to the Faunus, sort of like an area where Faunus was accepted and, you know, sort of like a community of its own. We travelled to Atlas, and we also went back to Patch, which is where Rwby and Yang are from. I believe it's called Patch anyway. I'm be really upset if I got that wrong. I don't think I did. And it was interesting seeing the characters separate from each other, because we're so used to seeing the four girls together. To have an entire volume where none of them have contact with any of them is strange. Now they're all going to eventually collide together in Mistral, I believe. That's what I can work out. Weiss is heading towards Winter. Blake will need to, I believe she needs to head there to cut off Adam, but I'm not sure. I think that was just a theory in the comment section, but she's definitely trying to restart the White Fang as something good, if it can ever be that again, who knows. We also need to discuss, obviously, Yang. Yang lost her arm. She's suffered immensely throughout the period between Volume 3 and Volume 4. But when we get to Yang at the beginning of Volume 4, she's herself, but just very down, and she's having PTSD nightmares, and it's very worrying and scary, but we do see her overcome it, and at the very end, her song, which is called Armed and Ready, God damn it, Bob, is brilliantly done, and it's awesome, and it's such an ode to Barbara Dunkelman as well, who plays the ultimate pun master of them all. Yeah, but for me, it was most interesting Rwby and Team Jean. I was going to say Team Juniper, but obviously it's not. Jean, Ren, Pyrrha, not Pyrrha, Nora. Pyrrha wasn't there, although she was kind of there in spirit. We sort of had her, especially in Remembrance episode 2, where we saw her appear on the screen and Jean training, and it was very heartbreaking and very heartfelt, and it was beautiful, especially at the end. Someone edited a picture. In fact, I think I have the picture on my phone, and it's such an awesome picture that I'm going to have to show you guys. Yeah, this is it. And basically, it's that. And it's the team, but with Pyrrha's ghost like next to John, and I thought that was beautiful. That's really sweet. So I'll get that. But yeah, it was such an incredible journey for Team Ranger, and then fighting the Nook reveal at the end. It was just beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Okay, so my top 3 episodes. Number 3, the finale. The finale was beautiful. It was powerful. It gave everything you wanted. We didn't get any deaths, thank God. And we sort of just saw everything coming together. It was a very much set up volume, so the finale really gave me a lot of zest and a lot of like, yes, let's do this. Yeah, really cool, really enjoyable, and I did truly enjoy it. I really did. Okay, so in at number 2 we have the premiere. The premiere was awesome because it did stick with a group of characters for quite a long amount of time, and we saw the journey they're going on, but we also saw their interactions, how they now looked. I mean, Ren's long hair, Nora's hair had sparked out, John's hair had gone a bit, Ruby's new costume. It was very cool to see how our characters had evolved from Volume 3, and it was just an awesome setup episode for what turned out to be an awesome volume, if not slower on character development. In at number 1, my favourite episode of Rwby. This is a hard one. Now, this isn't my 3 favourite moments of Rwby, but I have to go with number 2, episode 2, Remembrance. Remembrance for me was beautiful. We saw the return of Pyrrha in a way. We got a lot of closure for a lot of characters in that episode, and it was also very interesting to sort of see how the characters came together and supported one another, and how some of them couldn't be supported, and how it was just very beautiful to watch, and to sort of, you started to see a little bit of Ren and Nora backstory a little bit in that episode, and you just sort of see everything, and it was beautifully done. Okay, so my top 3 moments from Volume 4. Now, these aren't necessarily the best episodes, but they're definitely the best moments, in my opinion. In at number 3, Crow v Tyrion. Holy mother of shitballs. That was fucking cool. That was so awesome. The fighting itself, that was the first time we've ever seen a fight that well choreographed by the animators. It was brilliant. Like, seriously, I was amazed. I was sat there going, what the hell am I watching here? I didn't even feel like I was watching an animation. It felt real. It was like, wow, this is so cool. I love the bit, my favourite part of that moment is where Tyrion disarms him, and Crow's just like, bitch please, boom, straight in the face, and then he just like punches him again, kicks him. It was so well done, so well done, and yeah, I seriously loved it. I seriously loved it. In at number 2 for my top 3 moments, number 2 has to be Yang getting her arm. That was so cool. Yang putting on the arm and accepting it in a lane to train. Now this is spread over a few episodes, and just actually I'm just going to include all of Yang's journey from the start to the end. She's my favourite character of the show, so it was natural I was going to include her. But seeing her go from this meek, kind of weakened girl who we knew was this powerhouse of force to training, to learning that her semblance isn't everything, that she has to keep a level head in battle. It was brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic. And the fact that she chose to go find Rwby at the end was just glorious. It was absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy. But seriously, the part where she got around and she started training with her dad, that was epic. That was my favourite moment. One of them, anyway. And in at number 1, Boop. Oh man, when first of all, when they're under the Ren's backstory and they're under the tower and he's like, we're gonna be okay, and then the Boop starts playing, and then when they're on the starship at the end, well, and Boop starts playing, and then he takes her hand and it stops, and then it starts again, and she sort of leans into him. Ren and Nora's journey has been an incredible one. And while yes, they were in the background for most of the previous volumes, here they've been front and centre, and it's been beautiful. Well, not in the background, but you know what I mean. They're like, it was always Rwby, then Pyr and John, then Ren and Nora in sort of the limelight. So it was so nice to see them step forward and really take the limelight for themselves and really be strong and powerful and just show what they're made of. That was amazing. I absolutely loved it. Okay, so my top 3 characters. In at number 3, we have to go with Jean-Arc. Okay, this kid was fucking badass. Especially in the finale with his improved sword where it split out and he's like, bitch, I got a great sword. Dark Soul shit. That was so cool. He was badass as hell while also dealing with and still not over the tragedy of losing Pyra, which was a very powerful thing. But it was beautifully done. And I loved how, even though we saw him fighting better, especially against the Knuckle at the end where he was like slicing the shit out of it, it was brilliant. And then, oh, that was the best John moment ever actually, when Ren and Nora, Nora tackles Ren under the thing, and Ren looks out and there's Jean just holding it off with his sword, and you're like, motherfucker, this kid is badass. That was so cool. So yes, in at number 3, Jean-Arc. In at number 2, Yang Xiaolong, because she's babe. No, Yang absolutely killed it in this episode, guys. It was immense. Not in this episode, in this volume, sorry. It was immense, and I'm just so excited to see where they take her character now. She's back to being badass, but I really hope they show that she keeps a level of control in battle. Yes, she can take pain and she can deal it out twice as hard, but it's like her father said, what if that person can take that and then deal it out twice as hard as well? She's going to be in for shit like Neo did. Neo, a perfect example. Adam wasn't a great example because she lost it, she lost her focus, and that's the reason she lost her arm. And it'll be interesting to see whether she goes after Adam and whether she gets her revenge, because I think between her and Blake, they definitely owned it. We need some Bumblebee team-ups there and kissing, but whatever. In at number 1, Ren and Nora. I can't split them, that would be too cruel. Ren and Nora, they truly showed an incredible just an incredible story arc. The fun, the laughter, and the relationship culminating in such an emotional ending for them was beautiful. I was terrified they were going to die, and like I said in the reaction, if one dies, the other has to die. You cannot have just one. It wouldn't be fair on anyone, not even us. So I'm very intrigued to see where they go from here, and hopefully we'll keep them alive. His show worries me. But yes, guys, if I have any negatives, no, I don't really have any negatives. The Blake and Son Weiss and her life were very good for world building, but not necessarily to the point of the plot. It was interesting to see that Ironwood's sort of starting to take over Atlas, which is cool because it's putting Papa Dickhead Shmi on the back foot, which is always nice to see. I'd quite like to see him get a back foot off a cliff. But yeah, I enjoyed, especially, I did really love Connie, Blake's mum. That was cool as well, especially when she fell through the door. That was awesome. And it's nice seeing more of the White Fang and everything, but the main story definitely was with Ren, Nora, Yang, and then, like, even though Yang was only in like 4 episodes, I think, of the whole volume, if not 3, but she totally rocked it anyway. Thank you very much for watching. I think it was 4. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Yeah. I hope you have a great day, and I do love you all. I will be back with Rwby, Chibi, and Camp in the summer. Very excited. I will be in a new house though, so yay, I'll be on my own. I hope you have a great day, guys. I do love you all, and remember, boop.